Alert. Red. 3.
Well, hello you bearded bastards, and welcome back once again to El Garau, Redvault, where we've just experienced our first traumatic event. Yeah, as you can see here, there's a bunch of blood all over the place. We do have some wounded Martians and some mutants here. I'll note that this event went down extremely quickly, faster than I could even respond. A group of these small mutants ran in through our front doors, went over to our stockpile, and tried to grab armfuls of stuff and run away. And some of that stuff was pretty important. Our tools. One of them had an axe, which are in short supply. Another was carrying that laptop that we traded for. And so Charo, our expedition leader, made a snap decision to deal with the problem immediately. You know what? Let's have a look at these things real quick. We haven't seen this type of mutant before. This mutant is a Preda, a small nanomachine monster evolved from failed attempts at creating a synthetic race, so similar to the Garuda, the Ogre, and the Thin Man. This particular type has evolved to put R selection and mindless consumption over other traits. It resembles a crawling, distorted parody of the human form. It is covered in nanotechny armor. I guess that part was lost on us. The whole armor part. They were a bit tougher than we thought they'd be. So right at the moment we have one still left inside Redvault, just within our walls. It is overcome with terror. I imagine it'll try to run away. It's not holding any items, thankfully. Not too sure what to do with it though. Most of our Martians right now are in a small squad. It's just a makeshift militia. And that's what caused this damage here. We tried to run off these creatures, but we were wounded. We'll get more into that after this is dealt with. Well, you can see we've killed a couple of them. 2 of them are dead, and there is just the one wounded one left. So let's just bowl into it. Let's keep going. We're going to be following this Preda here. Let's see how it goes. Oh, easy enough. So these things aren't that tough. They're really not that tough. But our Martians aren't tough either. Hence the damage we've sustained. Let's get into that. I have paused the game, as you can see, and you'll notice that we have 2 Martians here on the ground, just in these pools of Preda and Martian blood. These 2 are Neum the Scrapper, whose left foot is broken, right leg is cut open, and she's got a big cut in her neck too. And we also have Opkant the Silk Worker, who's doing a bit worse. He's taken some damage to his eye, he's got a few broken bones, quite a few cuts too. He was really shredded up by that thing. And actually it looks like he's unconscious right now too. Not a great sign. He may have lost too much blood already. Well, we don't want to lose anyone. We only got 7 new migrants in the entirety of this year so far, and I don't expect us to get much more, so we'll play this smart. First off, I should note that there are more Preda outside Redvault right now. 3 of them out there. The bastards seem pretty determined to get in too, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. If they get in, we might have to continue attacking. But for now, well, we had actually planned out a hospital previously, but as you can see, there's not much to it. Right now, it's just a big square chamber cluttered with loose stone. But that's fine. It's a nice safe spot. We'll try to get our wounded in here. Okay, let's continue on, see what happens. Oh no, okay, alright. Things are evolving quickly here, and we have paused things once again. Opkant the Silk Worker has died. Lost too much blood. Kinda thought that might happen. I still do think that Neum's gonna be fine. Just gotta get her down underground. The worst bit of info here is that those Preda class appear to be trying to get back in. They're heading in through the main gate as we speak. I am almost tempted just to completely leave them alone and just see what happens there. Let's continue forward and just see what happens. They were scared off, thankfully. That's good. They don't seem to want much trouble. You little bastard. This one over here grabbed that scroll that we traded for, ran into that trade depot and just snatched it. Where the hell's that damn light walker when you need it? I'm gonna send the Martians after it, at least to scare it away. I'm not sure we'll be able to catch up to it or kill it in time. Let's see. Yeah, there it goes, running off. And it's gone. Damn it. Oh well. This other little bastard keeps trying to get in. Alright. I'm gonna send our Martians here into the courtyard of Redvault. We'll get a little group of them all assembled here, and then when that thing gets in through the main gate, we'll just pounce on it. How's that sound? Let's try this. Gonna follow the Preda. Okay, it appears to be running off into the wastes, completely panicked right now. The Martians are chasing it, but they can't catch it. These things move pretty fast. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we just killed it. But damn it, we Oh, we got another wounded Martian. Oh, and that's Charo, too. He's badly wounded. Very badly wounded. And unconscious, too, just like that Silk Worker Opcont was. Well, not sure he's gonna pull through, but let's find out. Come on, this guy needs help. Oh, no. He didn't make it. Damn it. Alright, we've lost 2 Martians here, including our expedition leader, Charo. Alright, no time to mourn quite yet. Not too sure what to do now, just gonna let things run forward a little bit. Hoping that one last Preda runs off somewhere. Oh, just tried to get in, but it was chased off by Missy. Go ahead, go. Oh no. God damn it, I hate these Preda.
Alert, right conveyance strut. Critical.
The thing just wounded Missy. Badly too from the looks of it. Alright, so apparently those things are a bit more dangerous than I made them out to be.
Systems check complete. Damage. Reparable. Light missile walker, go.
From the looks of it, Missy's doing pretty okay right now. Just her foot was damaged. Its foot was damaged. Can't get too attached now. Would you look at this little bastard trying to get in? Would you get out of here? Keeps running up to our main gate and then running off panicked. If we're so scary, stay the hell out. Look at this thing. Audacious. Yeah, those gates we were talking about, those are gonna have to go up quickly. Or I guess we should at least get our stuff down underground. Alright, still no time to mourn. We have to figure stuff out. Over here we have our hospital. Our head doctor, Sinks, was wounded by one of those Preda, as well as a couple other Martians too. And so we're gonna need some water desperately. They need something clean to drink, we need to wash out their wounds, and right now our lack of water is going to be a serious problem. And so we have the rest of the Martians kind of going around and doing the best they can. We have our excavators dressing wounds right now, which is not appropriate, because I would much rather get them to go over and to start digging for water. We have to find that water. From the light aquifer, remember that? The fabled light aquifer that I'm starting to doubt even exists. Oof, yeah, I don't know, we just dug down quite a ways and I did not see any sign of water whatsoever.
Alert. Combat detected.
There was just another fight out here with that last Preda. Wounded one of our remaining excavators. Not good, we need them digging. Yeah, I'm starting to really think that there's no water at all underground here. Damn it all. Well, what do you do then? You can't get water, you can't care for your wounded. Trying our best over here. Yeah, not seeing anything.
Alert. Yellow. 1. Subterrestrial cavity breach.
Okay, but here we go. We've just discovered an expansive cavern deep underground. Here's hoping there's water down here, huh? Starting to get a bit panicked. Alright, now the next thing we're gonna have to do is get out into those caves and have a good look around. Really have to get our hands on some water, but I'm also thinking that, well, it might be best just to get rid of our hospital zone here, just because we don't have any water. These Martians will just wait in here until they dehydrate, which is a bit foolish. We don't really want that to happen. If we just turn off the hospital, they'll go find food and drinks. Well, hopefully. Neum, our scrapper, is still in here. Her foot is destroyed and we don't have a good way to fix it. So what we're gonna do is try to bring her food and drinks. I don't know if this will work, but I have a good feeling about it. I just put a stockpile, like, right on top of her. And now the hope is that someone will bring her a barrel of drinks. In a hurry, too. We don't have much time. In the meantime, looking down underground here. Okay, almost have that tunnel dug out. There we go. There could be some very dangerous stuff down here. So we're gonna get some doors in place ASAP. Although they're not gonna do much to keep out big threats. But now that we have a tunnel out to the caverns, I'm going to create a squad. We're going to have to send some people out there. They're not going to have any uniform, no weapons or anything like that. Nothing fancy. And we're going to send out, oh boy. We only have 11 people that we can assign to the squad right now. We'll just take the couriers. They're not doing anything too important right now. Alright, that'll be 5 of them. And, I'm going to rename their squad too. We'll call them the Water Seekers. And, okay, let's see. Zooming out a bit, this is what we can see of the cavern so far. It goes up a little bit, and then down a whole bunch too. Pretty deep. And what we're going to do is take all of these members right here and send them out to different parts of the caverns. We're going to get them split up, just so we can get this place explored really quickly. And it should be pretty quick too, as long as we don't encounter any problems. Unfortunately though, we have other things to attend to, so we're going to have to trust that they do a good job out there. Alright, well, having a look here, somebody brought a barrel to the stockpile, but not a drink barrel. I don't know why. That's not going to help us. This poor bastard over here is going to die soon. Still going to be tinkering around with the settings here. Maybe we can figure something out. Hopes are not high right now. Back down to the caverns here. And, okay, alright, we've explored some more area. And, oh, looks like we have a little bit of a mutant encounter here too. I've paused the game, and we can see here a string of worm people. I had my hopes high that it would be pretty barren down here, but does not look to be the case. Well, I suppose we should have a look at these things, assess threat levels and all. A worm man. A feral mutant derived from an attempt to restock the blasted waste. It's derived from human DNA and resembles a small, limbless humanoid with a powerful tail, a wide mouth, and small eyes. Limbless humanoid, okay. I had a feeling this thing would be much closer to the grub man, but does not look to be the case. This is just a straight up worm. It is a worm man. Although similarly to the grub man, well, it has ears, which is horrifying, and a high voice, just like Wimpy. It does have a nose. Oh yeah, that's bad. I have a feeling this isn't anything to worry about though. Although, I should say I didn't think those Preda were going to be much to worry about, so what the hell do I know? Just be careful out there, Martians. We have to keep going. I just really hope those things don't give us any trouble. They seem pretty cowardly though.
Alert. Green. 2. Incoming group of migrants.
Oh, hey, here we go. Looks like we got some new migrants. Excellent. Okay, we can really use their help, that's for sure. Alright, get in here. All you guys. Hoping for quite a few, actually. That'd really help us out. I don't really like that they're coming in now, having to see all those corpses all over the place, but I guess is what happens, huh? Oh, okay. That was actually quite a few more than I thought it would be. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think we were down to 12 Martians at one point, but now we're up to 31? That's crazy, but, good, I'm hoping. Oh yeah, would you look at that? All kinds of people here. Oh, it looks like they brought a bunch of animals too. Animals and robots and stuff. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, we'll take a look at some point, but not quite yet. Actually, looking down underground here, Neum, our scrapper, has died, dehydrated, because we couldn't find water. Damn it. Well, okay. Maybe this is a good time to talk about some other stuff. Certainly a lot has happened. Well, first off, down underground, we've discovered a fair bit of the caves. I don't think it's all of it, but I'm not too sure. But as you can see, it's pretty expansive. Very, very expansive. And you can see, too, these strange trees down here. That might be very useful for us. It'd be a good replacement for some of that scrap metal we're using on the surface. We don't really know what kind of plants these are. We just call them giant glowing mushrooms because, well, that's what they are. Giant glowing mushrooms. Yeah, I might have to cut some down and turn them into something. Maybe fuel. Might be useful if we want to start fabricating our own items. Other than that though, we've seen a lot of really interesting deposits down underground. Most of Earth at this point is covered with just trash. Thousands upon thousands of years worth of trash. And so if you dig down far enough in any location, you could find stuff like this. Just a large deposit of pipes. Scrap metal pipes. Might be able to melt that down or something. Oh, and over here we have a deposit too. A large deposit. There's a lot of this down here. This greenish stuff that makes up the cavern walls. This is circuitry. Must have been a pretty expansive electronics dump here at some point. But yeah, we might be able to carve that out and do something with it. I'm not too sure. I'm trying to look around and see if we have anything else down here too. Well, here's a little bit of something. A cluster of synthetic gems. Pretty cool. I'm sure we could work them into some sort of a decoration or, well, I suppose we could even make windows out of them. Some nice windows. Make us feel like an actual compound instead of just a rotten little hole in the ground. Yeah, we'll get on that eventually. Just good to know that we have those resources at hand. And actually, before we go much farther at all, I want to point out this Martian over here. This here is Far Aravergolum, Concretist and our new expedition leader. Yeah, when you get down to it, the Martians were feeling pretty bad about Charo after those just bad calls he made. Led to a lot of deaths. But now we have Far in charge, and we're gonna have to hope the guy does a little bit better in commanding everything. He's a private guy, likes to brawl, although he also values quiet, so a little bit of a conflict there. He could be considered rude, though he finds rules of etiquette to be valuable, tries to get things done correctly, doesn't seek out excitement, likes to keep things practical, doesn't focus on material goods, and he's quite ambitious. Doesn't focus on material goods, Well, I guess that goes hand in hand with the fact that he finds those that engage in trade and commerce to be fairly disgusting. So this guy is anti-trade. He's also quick to anger, and is made deeply uncomfortable by differences in culture or appearance. Wow, it looks like Redvault's taking a turn here. Now that things are under Far's control, we're gonna start to clam up a bit. We don't really have much interest in trading. We gotta be more about self-reliance. After all, I mean, that trading before that we did, that just lured in those Preda. Caused trouble. I mean, he's right? Oh, would you look at that too? Just realized he doesn't have any friends, except for Aunga Thruntdalde, the outpost liaison, the one that came to trade last year. You know, that could well mean that he is open to trading at least a little bit, right? He made friends with Aunga, and I'm sure he could see the value in some trade goods at least. He might not like it, but perhaps the other Martians are gonna goad him in a certain direction, you know? Despite his bullheaded nature. Yeah, I think we're still going to do some trading, but we're going to keep it restricted a bit. Well, anyways, it doesn't really matter. We have to get this place in shape. First order of business, take care of those corpses. We can't just leave them out there. That's disgusting and horrible. So what we've done here is dug out a morgue chamber underground. Grisly, but has to be done. Once we get all the wiring done, we can keep the temperature nice and low. Don't have to worry about the stink. It'll be a good place, yeah. Over here, we've dug out a nice warehouse area where we can store furniture, extra items. We got a bunch of crap that we don't really need out in the open. That's where that's all gonna go.
Alert. Yellow. 1. A visitor has arrived. Possible danger.
Oh, goodness. It looks like we've attracted a visitor. Zetar Vertmostos. Rakshasa. And judging by their equipment, they're a fighter of some variety. Tough business there. Let's have a closer look at this newcomer. A Rakshasa is a post-human cyborg of intricately fused flesh and metal. Kind of like those mutants, I guess. Infused with self-adapting nanomachines, Rakshasa have been shaped into violent monsters that lust for battle and destruction. It stands 5 times the size of a human. Its body has 2 arms, 2 legs, and 2 heads. Certainly wouldn't want to face this thing in battle. Not too sure why it's here, but, well, if it's gonna cause trouble, then we're dead. I think we'll be fine, though. We'll just keep an eye on him.
Warning. Yellow. 3. Possible hostiles located in the area.
Actually, it looks like we have some other creatures that have moved into the area, and I don't like the looks of them. Haven't seen them before. They are called feral spacers. Let's have a closer look, huh? A feral spacer. It's a post-human being resembling a human made of artificial musculature coated in nanotechny armor. Its head is a featureless triangular wedge, and both its arms and legs end in nimble hands. It's said that there are colonies full of these beings in high orbit, with the half-mad ones that are sent down to the planet being punished for some horrible crime. That's awful. It's an awful thing. Okay, yeah, not something we're gonna want to deal with, I don't think. Gives you the damn heebie-jeebies. Yeah, stay away from us, please, but not anything we want to deal with right now.
Notification. Redvault has received a petition.
Hey, looks like Zetar, that Rakshasa, has come and, well, it's leveled a petition. It looks like they're here to fight monsters, which actually will serve us pretty damn well, I'm thinking. Yeah, what the hell? Come on in. We could use your help, that's for sure. Welcome aboard.
Warning. Warning. Drink stockpiles depleted. Take action immediately.
Oh dear. A little bit of an oversight there on my end. May have left the game unpaused for a second. And just, had it kind of running. Apparently we ran out of drinks. Nobody's died yet, but everyone's very, very thirsty. Gonna get right to providing some more. I think we'll be fine. And additionally, it looks like we have some new migrants. More new migrants. Well, that's really something. I am excited. Also a little freaked out. It's a lot of Martians. It's an awful lot. But yeah, I think we're gonna be good. Yeah, this will work out. Up to 39 now. 39 Martians. Wowee. Quite a few. Hey, you know what? That right there is what I'd call a pretty smooth transition. We started out this year in a pretty sore state with that Preda attack. Had all those Martian deaths. But yeah, looking pretty darn good now. Getting right back up on our feet. So far seems to be leading Redvault very well. Seems to have a better head on his shoulders than Charo when it comes to running a settlement like this.
Alert. A caravan has arrived to trade.
Oh, and would you look at that? Just now realizing it's autumn, and the traders have arrived once more, led by Aunga Thrantalde, the subhuman outpost liaison. Excellent. Well, unfortunately, we've had a whole hell of a lot on our hands this year, so I guess we didn't really bother making... What the hell was it again? Oh, right. Well, we were trying to make a bunch of instruments, or blocks, remember? I guess we could still trade blocks. We'll have to see what else we can gather, though. Gotta trade something. Well, got some worn out clothing from now dead Martians. And then we do have blocks. I can't imagine they'll sell for much, though. Gotta be worth a try, though, right? Tattered clothing and stone blocks. That's all we got. Unless they have something very interesting to trade. And then we might have to gather a little bit of something else. Oh, and actually, just having a glance, they do appear to have brought some very interesting things. They have 1, 2, 3 more light missile walkers, and it'd be pretty awesome to get some more. I haven't gone into much detail, but Missy has been killing an awful lot of things out there. Seems to especially enjoy killing thin men. Some more Preda, too. We haven't seen many groups like that first attack, but some more have shown up. Yeah, we'll have to try to get those. I don't know how expensive they are, but they'll probably be pretty pricey. Looks like we have a new visitor here, too. Aresu. a spearman, and some other creatures on the map too. A hemorrhage? It's gotta be bad, right? Well, I'll tell you what, we're gonna go into more detail about that later on. We've got a bunch of stuff to look at and not a whole heck of a lot of time, and so for now we'll just leave it as it is. Redvault is somehow looking pretty good. We have a new expedition leader, new facilities, and you can even see some new walls going up. Again, we'll go into more detail about that next time. And for now, we'll take a step back and talk about some behind-the-scenes things. Observations and notes that I've made while making this episode, and the last one too, I guess. Now, I'm going to be recording myself talking right now before I've done any of the pictures for this episode, but let me tell you what, I am pretty damn excited to draw that Rakshasa and that spacer thing, that feral spacer with a triangle head. Such wacky crap in this mod. I love it. An awful lot. And I'm actually pretty surprised at how well I'm able to adapt my style to this. It's so out of my wheelhouse, but it's been really nice. Certainly enjoying it still. Enjoying this fort too. Actually, remember, I said I was going to put up a poll on my Patreon, which I guess I'm going to do after this episode goes up, just to, well, see if we're going to continue. I'm going to do one more episode after this, but after that, well, I'm not too sure. Although, I guess I am pretty sure. I've got a good feeling we're going to keep this rolling forward. Kind of hope so, actually. Yeah, it's been fun. Still don't have any guns, still don't have any weapons or anything like that for our Martians. That's not great, but we'll get them eventually, I think. It's going to take a bit to just, like, sit down and parse out how that all works. And really, we've had a whole bunch going on this episode, especially. Martians dying, things to set up and plan, all those migrants. Gotta set up all that labor behind the scenes. But it's not bad. We're getting there though. Actually, I noticed we do have some grade C nanotechnia. I know I was saying last episode anyways that we'd like to get our hands on some, but turns out we've had some all along, I guess. So yeah, I'm looking at next episode to start doing that. Plus now we have the Martians to spare to put in a real proper squad. That would be very good. Get some patrols going, get them up on the walls, really protect ourselves from danger. How about those caverns? Wasn't that something? I've noticed that, actually, note this. If you pick up Long Night and try to play it, don't generate a normal old world like you do in normal Dwarf Fortress. You gotta use the advanced parameters, and there's actually ones in there that are preset to create a more customized Long Night world. I probably should have mentioned this in the first episode, but take note of that. If you just generate a normal world, it comes out a little different. Doesn't have the most Long Nighty feel to it. And actually another note here, just a general Dwarf Fortress note, something I had to tangle with this episode, hospitals. Your injured people will die if you have a hospital and no access to water. They'll just go and sit in the hospital injured and will just die because nobody can bring them water. Even if the injured party can walk. It's silly, I don't know why it works like that. But if you just get rid of your hospital, anybody who can walk will just go and get a drink like normal. So just make a note of that. If they can't walk like that one Martian that we had, then they will die. It's so finicky. You'd think someone could bring them a drink, you know, not necessarily water. I don't know. Dwarf Fortress, gotta love it. But yes, excited for more, and I hope to see some more, that's for darn sure. In any event, look forward to next episode. My bearded bastards, thank you for joining me today. I truly do appreciate you watching, and I certainly hope to see you next time here in Redvault. And until then, you bearded bastards.